still waiting to see how things will materialize.
Right.
You know, because I spoke that it's not only a physical barrier, but it's also a psychological barrier.
Right.
Huh? This for the court addressed the physical barrier. I did address the signs too, you know, but I'm concerned that those signs also pose psychological barrier to the people. And you're seeing one sign there, but there are probably about 6 more of those same signs in this area on the right, you know, and we can't afford to have that. This is the place where we have enjoyed as a people. This is our wellness sanctuary. Our wellness is also inclusive of the property owners that they come to and enjoy. This is what we've enjoyed as a people for all these years. And, you know, of course, the construction area poses a physical barrier, but the signs also is one that we are also concerned about that poses a psychological barrier. Because it speaks to risk of use. And we have never had these signs in this area for all my life, risk of use. So we would, of course, do our hiking through there, hike from here, go all up to George, all up to Gags Hill, you know, we've never seen signs, you know. So as you don't hike it too, you're two young guys, you know. And you don't walk around hiking and see signs, you know, everywhere you look left, right, you know. We don't entertain that.
And we have, you know, this Joe's River, this bridge here. This has been part of, I believe, the Trailway project as well. Is it all in terms of like helping people just enjoy the nature around them? But these signs here that we see here, the danger sign, private property, this is part of what you were rallying against.
That's part of,
yeah,
because in as much as he would have said that he's not restricting access, we're not fools. So anytime a visitor comes here and comes on that bridge, sees that sign, where do you think they're likely to go? You're a brilliant man. Come on, what do you think they're likely to do when they see that sign or signs?
Yeah.
What are they likely to do?
Well, they won't go ahead.
Of course, you know, and that is what we can entertain as a people. This is our country, Barbados. I came, you know, my dad came, he went. I came, I will go, you will go. What are we leaving for our next generation? We don't need psychological barriers. We need people to be able to come and enjoy this ambience, you know, 24/7.
So you've been one of the people who's been very vocal against the project here and the restriction of access to this site. How does it feel to have, you know, I guess your voice validated in this court case?
Well, let me say give thanks to God, right? Because, you know, if we acknowledge our Creator in all our ways, He will direct our paths. Let me give credit to our Creator, God, that He has directed not only my path, but the path of all members of the committee who led out in this matter. Right? We also had Sarai Trotman, we also had the mighty Gabby, you know, we had the loyal opposition, you know, that really supported us in this task. And it is not a matter of we being in any way acrimonious towards the development, you know, of the project, but it must be understood that justice must prevail. You know, not prevail for us, but prevail for the people, the generations that will come afterwards.
Do you feel that this is a prevalent problem when you have, I guess, people coming in and taking spaces that are very much part of, as you said, the local, they have value not just as spaces, but also emotional, psychological value? Do you feel that this is an ongoing problem across the country? With people coming to take what is, you know, our spaces?
Well, you know, I heard from Richard Haines, you know, one of the former senators in Parliament, and she stood up as a young lady and said that, you know, we cannot afford to build wall to wall, you know, because I don't entertain the perceived enjoyment of the West Coast, because I drive for miles and I hardly see the sea, because it's wall to wall for other people, not for us. But when we come on the East Coast of Barbados, we cannot afford to entertain that. So we will continue to develop as a country, So what Crystal was saying, that for future generations, we cannot maintain an environment that will be developed wall to wall. We must retain some green spaces for us. So our policy towards building must not be one where it replicates what we are quite, obviously experiencing in the area of the vegetables.
So what's next for you in terms of the legal battle here? What is the next step?
But we don't have a battle. We don't have a battle. As I said before, there's no acrimony towards the actual owner of the property. We want to be able to live in harmony as a people here in Bathsheba. So we would hope that along the paths, after this, that we can see a better resolution in terms of the level of involvement of the occupiers of the Tendi house, as part of the community here in Bathsheba. Right? So that there can become more of us. We can live as a people and enjoy our wellness sanctuary, because it is our wellness sanctuary. One can refute that.